All right, welcome in everybody. This is the 14th episode of um, Tunesday Tuesday, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This week we have a special guest all the way from Lexington, Kentucky. We will be chatting with Savannah Dean Reeves today about her song Bet on Me. That's who you were just listening to with another one of her songs called I Hope You Burn. This will be the first time I've ever chatted with Savannah Dean Reeves, so I'm looking forward to learning a bit more about her. Join us live. We are on Facebook, TikTok, and Twitch right now. And so if you'd like to hear or request a song, you can do so in your live chat wherever you're watching. If you are watching from YouTube later on, make sure you check out the description below because you will be able to click on a complete replay of this show if you're only here for the interview or you clicked on the interview with Savannah. So without any further ado, let's get into the interview with Miss Savannah Dean Reeves. Savannah, hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing really, really well. Welcome to the show. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
So I don't know a whole lot about you, so I'm going to ask you a few questions to kind of understand your vibe a little bit more. You're from Kentucky, right?
Yes, I am. We say y'all a lot.
Well, I'm
But
in
no, I'm from
Texas too, so
Georgetown.
y'all is very familiar with me.
Yeah. Well, I'm from Georgetown, and there's a Georgetown in Texas as well.
That's
So,
right. Yeah, that's true. So what's the music scene like in Kentucky?
we have a lot of phenomenal and talented artists all over, and I'm really happy to be part of such a great music industry just within the state of Kentucky.
You've been doing this a minute too. I mean, you're no spring chicken. You've been in the music community for a while. You've been doing this thing for a minute. So what's it been like for you, kind of getting your feet wet in the music industry?
Yeah, so I started playing at a local bar. He kind of gave me my it kind of gave me my footprint into the music industry here. He gave 16, 17-year-old me a chance, and I played every Thursday at the Tipsy Cow Bar for probably a year, and he did not know how old I was at the time,
Ooh.
which makes it so much better. But it wasn't an issue when he found out either, because they serve food and stuff. So, but yeah, he gave me um, my foot in the door here, and I'm very grateful to him for that. And since then, I just started picking up a lot of other places around, and he kind of helped me boost my confidence just a tad and to get my name out there. And I started playing acoustically only, and now I have my own band.
And so, what's it look like songwriting wise for you? Are you writing a lot?
Oh yeah, I write mainly all of my own songs myself. I do co-write with people, but predominantly I usually co-write for them. Um, but that might be changing soon. It's good to have different perspectives on songs that you've written and get other people's input on them.
Absolutely. And so, what's that process been like for you, kind of learning the songwriting side of things? Because I imagine you've been a performer for quite a while before you started writing, right?
Yes. So my very first song I ever wrote was 8 minutes long. So crazy. I think I was in middle school, to be honest, and uh, 8 minutes went to about three. I can cut it at three now, which is good. That's a great step for me.
It's when
When
you're
I
younger,
write,
you have so much more to say, right?
yeah, exactly. And so it's like when I write, I'm like, all of my songs are just so meaningful to me. So it's like, what do I put in here? And like, what's more important? What can I take out? It's kind of when I get down to the nitty gritty of it.
Mm. Have you had people mentoring you on songwriting as well, like people that have been doing it a lot longer?
I think, well, yeah, a lot of my friends are super talented songwriters. And I think by just listening to them and hearing how they write songs, I'm like just amazed. I'm like, you can pop a song out in 30 seconds, and that is just crazy to me.
Mm. Yeah,
But no, I've definitely learned a lot from them.
and you're not too far from Tennessee either, so are you kind of
Right.
heading over there a bit too, and playing in Nashville, and I mean, there's
Oh
so many
yeah.
awesome places in Tennessee to play, right?
Oh yeah. There is, and I have a good group there for support as well. I might make that move soon, so
Okay.
that'll be something to look forward to. So I do know quite a few people down there, and they're just awesome people. Definitely music driven, and I try to surround myself with like minded people and keep my head in the game.
So, who are some of your influences? I know you're strictly or mainly country. You do have other vibes in your music, but what do your influences look like growing up?
So growing up, my mom has been a huge influence on me. She was kind of the reason that I started playing music. I would start with karaoke as a kid.
Hmm.
She was like, "Can my daughter like sing a little bit?" So she just boosted my confidence a lot. I started guitar lessons, and she was like always would play older songs. So my set list varies when I play live. So I have like CCR. I think that was like one of the first songs I learned how to play on the guitar. Just a lot of different genres, but for country, and my biggest influence, I'd say it just varies every time I hear something that I like. And like what an artist is doing. So right now, I'd say Lainey Wilson has a huge influence on me.
Hmm.
Male wise, Nate Smith. I love all his stuff.
Nice, I love it. And what were kind of some of your first musical memories growing up, like as a real young kid? Because
Yeah.
we
So
all have our first loves when it comes to music, right?
yes. So I would put on these concerts for my family, and I would make them buy tickets to it.
That's great. How much were the tickets? I gotta know.
Um, I think I was like 10 bucks. 10
10
bucks.
bucks. Good lord.
Yeah, so we have like this big staircase in the house, and I would like pop out. I would like come down the staircase and everything for them. But I had my first guitar was pink. I didn't know how to play it or anything, but it was like a good prop for me to have. And I would just put on shows. Miranda Lambert, that was my biggest influence growing up.
Okay. So
Yes,
Miranda
so I would
Lambert
sing all
is
Miranda Lambert songs.
her hometown is literally like 9 minutes from where I'm sitting.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
and
That's awesome.
the town that I live in is Casey Musgrave's hometown.
Okay.
So both Miranda Lambert and Casey Musgraves are from this area. Crazy, right?
Well, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it
But
truly
no,
is.
that's like a great
So
fond memory I
so
have.
the real question here is, guys, and I always ask the hard hitting stuff, right? So if you're using a pink guitar as a prop, does that mean the ticket prices were also props? Like, do they have to actually give you a real $10 bill, or can it be a prop $10 bill since you're not really playing, right?
Right. No, I just had those like little folding tickets, like I forget how I even got them. I don't know. Been so long, but they were actually pink too.
That's amazing. I can't
And
imagine.
I accepted that. I think I told them $10, but I don't think I made any money.
Yeah, 10 bucks. That's a little much. Oh man,
Unless my dad was just being nice.
that's great stuff. We're gonna play one of Savannah's songs tonight. Obviously, looking forward to that. But we also have Savannah's pick of the week, which is a thing we started doing about 6 weeks ago on this show, where every single special guest that we have gets to pick a song that means something to them. And so she picked Lainey Wilson, Middle of It. So why did you pick this song? What's it mean to you?
Well, I was gonna say, I bet people can guess who I picked from what I just said.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I her song "Middle of It." It was when I heard it, I kept listening to it over and over again because I was like, this is so meaningful and it's a lot to unpack. So I kept listening and I was like, I think we all get stuck sometimes with our heads like not above. And if we take a step back and actually look at the whole picture, then we have a clear thought.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we don't do that.
And I love Lainey too because it sucks to have to say this, but like it's 2025 and she's trailblazing for women everywhere, and the fact that women still have trouble breaking through the music business, especially country music, just
Yes.
sucks that is still the case. But Lainey is leading that charge right now, and of course Casey and there are others as well. Kelsey Ballerini's another one, but man, I'm excited to play that song, and we're going to play it after your single. So the song that we're featuring from you tonight is called "Bet on Me." And so take us into the room as this song's being created.
Okay, so there's kind of a big backstory to this one. So when I when my parents would tell me their like life stories and like how they came to be, how they got into the profession they got to be, my mom's really intrigued me a little bit because she grew up um, in a trailer, and she worked her way through college from gambling and playing pool and hustling money, and
Wow.
in the best way, not illegally.
Mm-hmm.
But she kind of kicked people's butts, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So she got her money that way. And so I was like, I'm going to take what I'm going through right now and turn that into um, kind of like a poker song, but take my mom's point of view also and tie that in there as well.
Very cool. Reminds me when I was younger, my mom used to send me to the store with like $30 to get like necessities, milk and bread and stuff like that. And I'd go down to the pool hall with the $30 and spend 6 or 7 hours down there, come home with all the groceries and about $350. That's a true story.
Yes.
And my mom would be like, "Where have you been?" And I'd be flashing all these 20s, and she'd be like, "How in the world?" So anyway, if people are just hearing about you for the first time, where can they follow along with everything you got going on?
Yeah, so I am on all social media platforms. My Instagram and TikTok are Savannah Dean Music, and then my Facebook is Savannah Dean Reeves Music. I have a website, savannahdeanmusic.com, so that's where I post a lot of updates as well. Predominantly, you can find a lot of that on my Instagram. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and follow me, and I hope you enjoy the song that you're about to hear as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and we'll make sure that there is a link to your website in the description below for the replay version of this broadcast. And Savannah, thank you so much for your time. We're going to get into the music now. All right, guys, we are going to get into the music here with Savannah Dean Reeves. The song is called Bet on Me. Again, I want to remind everybody, if you're here just for the interview, you clicked on the interview, make sure you go to the description below. Follow everything Savannah has going on. You can also find a link down there for the complete broadcast replay of this show.